Oh, drama. No, it's not so bad, but it didn't smell right, so I went to go move it, and of course it spilled everywhere. So I wanted to get something that smelled better for tonight's show. So you might hear a candle crackling in the background because I do like the wood wick ones. So I know on some of the videos, people are like, what is that? Do you have a fish tank in the background? What's going on? Well, it's a candle with a wood wick. So that's what you're going to hear in the background. All right. So that being said, I hope everybody's ready to go. We got a lot of questions that came in tonight. So if you are just arriving, you can also submit a question through PayPal or Venmo or through Super Chat. It is by donation. And like I said, I had several questions come in tonight. Oops, let me go ahead and put my mic on. And we're going to have a really good show. So let me go ahead and get situated. Like I said, candle wax went everywhere. Okay, so if you've never been here before, tonight is Tarot Tuesday. My name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic, and I go live every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight it is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We switch the times up, and to give everybody a chance to go ahead and submit a question and see it live. So the name of my personal website is ancientoakpsychicarts.com. And there you can go sign up for the free newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. It'll let you know my itinerary as I'm traveling. I'm getting ready to go to New Zealand and Australia, if you don't already know that. That will be the middle of May to the end of May. I will be back by the time hurricane season starts because I live in Florida. So there's that. That's what's coming up. And then also, you can also find out about new courses. So you can also go to my website to book a personal reading with me, sign up for the missing person consultation. And there's also a segment on there called the Learning Center. And that's where my 16-week manifestation masterclass is going to be posted. I have a date now. It's going to be coming out on June 1st. There's a lot of things involved with that. I'm working with my web designer. Plus, I had my astrology chart done, my natal chart for this. And June 1st is the date for me. So it works out perfect. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So that's going to be the launch date. You will be able to sign up in about 2 weeks. I will get that out there so you can start planning ahead. So it is 16 weeks. It is a long commitment because you need that time to make that shift. If you don't already know, I'm an entrepreneur in addition to being a tarot reader and psychic. I own my own company outside of doing this business. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm a master manifester. I've been having business since I was 13 and a half. I'm 58. I'm about to be 59. If that's something you're interested in, definitely sign up for the class. Also, it's not just business. It's if you want to manifest anything into your life, a person, a place, a thing. I can attest to, manifesting people into my life and things. So definitely go ahead and sign up if that's something that you would like to do. I'm also going to be uploading a 4-week online tarot masterclass in the middle of summer. My focus is going to be the manifestation class for right now, but the tarot class will be coming out. I teach it live twice a year in March, which just completed, and then also in October, but people are in different time zones and they didn't want it to be on that day. I always teach it on Sunday because I do readings Monday through Friday. So anyways, people want to do it at different times. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that also so that you can take that in whatever time is working out for you. I also do private lessons, one-on-one for tarot lessons, whether you're a beginner or advanced. And then also for raising your vibration, because some people don't know what that is and they feel like they have a need for that. So you can also reach out to me for that. And then also one-on-one manifestation. All right. So what else to tell you? I have another section on there called Alison's Picks. These are affiliate links. I only have 2 items up there right now. One is Skin Like Butter. She's offering 40% off your first order. I use those products. That's why I reached out to her and asked her if she wanted to be an affiliate on my site. Her products are phenomenal. They're made per order. Who does that anymore? And 40% off. She also ships internationally if you are in a different country. I think the only place she can't ship right now is Mexico. But I'm telling you, the products are wonderful. It's all natural, and she has over 175 scents. So she does body butter, body scrubs, soaps. And when you place a soap order, it takes 2 weeks to cure. So my soap is being delivered right now. So when you put that in there and it says sold out, it's not sold out. It's made per order. So I think she's in the process of changing that on her website also. So look for that if that's something you're interested in. It's for men and women. Some scents are gender neutral. And then she has some that are specifically for men. So you can look for that. And then the other affiliate link is Rogers Hood Apothecary. And they offer the discount, whatever is going of the day, 10 or 20%. So definitely look into that. That's for parasite cleanses, mold cleanses. She's coming out with a lymphatic cleanse in May, which I'm definitely doing. But I'm doing her parasite cleanse right now, and it's phenomenal. And I just interviewed her about a week and a half ago. Her name is Kim Rogers from Rogers Hood Apothecary. She's the founder. And we did it on the different cleanses and the fulvic soak. And you have to do that fulvic soak if you're going to do this because it draws everything out of your skin. Parasites, everything comes out. It is bizarre. You can't see it. I mean, at least for me, I couldn't see it. But you take a flash on the bath, and then you look at it. You enhance your photo that you take on your phone, and that's when you can see things. But it has to be against the light of the flash, or if you have a black light. I don't really have one, so that didn't work out. But I do the flash on the phone. I'm telling you. If you have a body, you have parasites, as my friend said. So definitely you want to go ahead and check that out, especially if you've never done one. All right, that's enough of that, but really go check it out. And if you can, it saves you money and you help out the channel. So it's a lot of fun. And if you don't know, I go live on YouTube, not live, but I go on YouTube and Rumble where I have Zodiac readings, love readings, money and career. I read for all signs. And then it's Tarot Tuesday, where you are right now, where I go live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and answer your questions. I also go live for tarot readings on Thursday morning now. It's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm really excited by that. That seems to be working out. People like the time. And then I also do the random interview. So the last one I did is with Kim Rogers from Rogers Hood Apothecary. Definitely check it out, especially if you don't know much about it. So you can always look up your sun, moon, and rising sign and Venus sign. And if you don't know where to go, I always have that in the description. So there's a free site you can go to look that up. All right. So if you could, please like, share, and subscribe and leave a comment if tonight's show resonates with you. And let me know where in the world you're watching from. I'm getting ready to travel, and I'm going to be doing speakings throughout the world, actually. It's international. I'm having a wonderful time planning all this. So if you are in a certain area, and if you have a metaphysical store or you have a group where people are looking for a speaker, definitely reach out to me. And if I'm in that area and we can make the time work, I'll definitely show up. So Tasmania, I'm coming, so I can't wait. I'm actually going to New Zealand, Australia, but I'm definitely hitting Tasmania, their state, because the people have reached out to me and they're wonderful. Plus, I think the weather's going to be incredible. The cards are saying that that's going to be a phenomenal trip for me, so I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, what else to tell you? So at the end of tonight's show, I will do a soul tribe reading. It's a general reading for everybody watching now and in the replay. So definitely look for that. And a big thank you to all my subscribers, my clients, and to the moderators that are here tonight and every night. I really appreciate it. Hey, Ken. Hi, thank you. Hey, Tamara. Nice to see you. Oh, thank you. Alrighty, so if you're new, it's a $10 minimum. If you'd like to submit your question through PayPal and Venmo, that's great. Super Chat is fine too. Just remember, YouTube takes 40%. So if you can do it through PayPal or Venmo, I know it's a couple of extra steps, but it definitely helps out the show. All right, here we go. We just have 2 general guidelines for the live tarot events because we're on YouTube, and I also post this on Rumble. 1 question per show, so it gives everybody a chance and an opportunity to submit a question, and no bad language or topics. We have to keep it family friendly. Now, I am not used to censorship, but because it's YouTube, they are all about censorship, so we have to keep it family friendly. So if you know a topic is taboo, please don't ask it. That's something that's reserved for a private session, and we'll have no problem diving into it, but not for YouTube. All right, you can submit your questions before or during the show, and they will be answered live. And what else to tell you? I have a disclaimer to read, and now we're going to jump into it. So the disclaimer is, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist, and I do not give financial or medical advice. All right, here we go. First question is from Linda. Hi, Alison. My brother is having some health issues. Can you pull a couple of cards for me, please? Yes, I can. This is not medical advice. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So my cards have been cleansed, shuffled, and meditated on before we get going. All right, and if you guys don't know, Linda has been asking questions since I first started this show, which was like, I think almost a year ago. Maybe it's 10 months now. I'm bad with time, but I think I started at the beginning of last summer. So yeah, thank you, Linda, for your love and support. I appreciate it. So let's see what's going on with your brother. All right, here we go. We have the King of Pentacles, which this is my lottery card, if you guys don't know. Every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every individual deck. And for me, this is the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character, and all 4 aces, Linda. So that's the first card that came out for your brother. Then we have the 9 of Wands. We also have the Empress. All right. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, 4 aces. We have the 9 of Wands and the Empress card. So what this is telling me is that your brother is living his idealized life. I think your brother is really happy. I think he's really positive and upbeat right now. You can see he's very jovial. I think he's done a lot of inner work, inner reflection. He might have had some dark nights of the soul, and I think he's at peace with himself. And I think that he's in a very comfortable position intellectually in his life right now, like with his soul, right? He feels very comfortable in his life and the life that he's lived. We also have 4 aces with this card. So that's going to be the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So I think with this Ace of Swords, I think he's had a lot of clarity come in right now. I think he's been able to stand in his truth. I think he's been able to see things very clearly for what they are. And I think he's had a lot of aha moments recently. And I just feel like that's really powerful for him, that brings him this kind of success in what it is that he's looking for, because swords are thoughts, words, ideas. It's communication, it's truth. I feel like he's had a lot of aha moments right now. Then we have the Ace of Cups. And I have to say this too, all aces are new beginnings. So that's another thing. So someone's at my door, so perfect timing. No one comes to my door, but someone's there now. So you have to hear my dogs bark. So then we have the Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning in love. This could be a new beginning in something that he loves. This could be a new beginning by getting a new pet, relationship, strengthening. This could be just a new connection to spirit and to source. And that's going to allow him to have that new channel that's opened up. Then we have the third ace, which is the Ace of Wands. So that's a passionate new beginning. It's the ability where it's like out with the old and the new. So it's like he's starting a new chapter. 4 new aces, that's 4 new beginnings in all the different areas of life. Then we have the fourth ace, which is going to be the Ace of Pentacles, which is the ace for this card, the King of Pentacles. So that Ace of Pentacles is a golden new beginning. So that tells me that he's got something new coming in. This could be a new chapter in his life, something that he's getting ready to go and handle. So this tells me that he's embracing it and that he's got a lot of new areas, new beginnings, new chapters are opening up in really every area because it's 4 aces. We also have the 9 of Wands. This tells me he's got a protective circle around himself and everything he has is inside him. So, that's going to be your mind, body, and soul. But this is him being able to self-actualize, to take action on some things. So you said we're talking about some health issues. This tells me that he has the ability to take action and make choices on how it is that he wants to be treated, what it is that he wants to do to handle those health issues. And then this is the Empress. This is the Green Mother. This is living the idealized life. So this tells me that I feel that he's come to terms with a lot of things. And I feel that he's really embracing the whole cycle of life. I feel that I just feel like a lot of things are culminating for him right now, and that I think he's got really positive spirits. I think he's very upbeat about everything. I think that it's almost like he's going full circle, the adult to the child, and he's really kind of embracing this. I'm getting too, because it's the Green Mother, that there's something about this spring that is really invigorating for him. So it's almost like a lot of new beginnings. We've got the four aces, and then it's like this spring. There's something in the air for him. It's like it's more, it's richer and deeper than it normally would be. You know, it's like he's not taking anything for granted, and he's really enjoying it for what it actually is. But this is telling me that his spirit can't be touched, and that he can self-actualize and take a lot of action about that. So I hope that helps, Linda. Thank you for your question. That's what's happening with your brother. He's got a beautiful energy. All right. Then the next question is from Velma. Okay. And she writes, "Hi, Alison. Have they changed the makeup of the anesthesia used to put dogs under for surgery? About a month ago, I lost one of my best girls. She did not wake up from the anesthesia. They couldn't get her heart to restart after 2 rounds of epinephrine and CPR. A friend of mine just texted me saying one of her dogs, my favorite, of course, died from anesthesia when she took her in to get her spayed. She was about a year old. Thank you so much for everything. Love you tons, Velma." Oh my God, yuck. I don't know offhand, but let's see what the energy of the cards say. Hold on, I have to yell at my dog. Marcus! I'm sorry, he will not stop unless he's told to. I think that person left a long time ago that came to the door. Sorry. His name is Marcus Aurelius. He's my guy. Here we're talking about dogs, but all right, so here we go. Let's find out if they have changed the anesthesia that they put dogs under for surgery. Okay. We've got the Judgment card, the Temperance card, and the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got some heavy cards here. We've got the Judgment card, we've got the Temperance card, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm not sure if I would say that. I think that it's really, you know, I think it really comes down to the person, the anesthesiologist, being trained. I'm not sure if they've changed the actual medication. I'm not really getting that, but what I am getting is that it's coming down to people that maybe aren't qualified or not equipped, or they're not paying attention, or too much anesthesia, or they're just not, I'm just getting like it's almost like, you know, like if you go to school or at a job, they put people in positions that aren't really qualified to be in positions, but they're just giving them a job to give them a job, even though they don't belong there, or they're passing them through school, even though they don't deserve it. Maybe everybody gets an A when a lot of people really should get Fs, either not be there or repeat the class because they didn't do the work. That's kind of what it reminds me of. But someone got a pass in school, and they're not really equipped to be there. They shouldn't have a degree. They shouldn't have a certification. They just are not qualified, is what I'm feeling. They weren't paying attention. So in other words, they're not ethical in a way. So I'm saying that because of these two cards. We've got the Judgment card with the Temperance card. So this is really having that compassionate review, looking at your life lessons to gain that knowledge and that wisdom. And this is telling me that this is what the people that are the medical providers, I know we say have the surgery, change the makeup of anesthesia used to put dogs under surgery. I feel that it's, you know, here there's the animals, the Council of Animals. I feel like it's the humans that are doing this are maybe not paying attention. You know, someone's having a sandwich or something while they're supposed to be in there with your dog, waiting to have your dog recover from surgery so that they can watch the blood pressure. and they're taking a bathroom break, a smoke break. They're going, they're having a sandwich. I feel like, there's just, I feel like it's a professional malpractice more than anything. That's what's coming in with this card. That's what it reminds me of. The energy off of it is that they're just not qualified. And it's a judgment card, and they're supposed to be having this knowledge and this wisdom, and I feel like they just don't have it. I feel like maybe they missed that day in school kind of thing, Like, would you want a brain surgeon that missed half their days because they skipped school doing surgery on you? No. So it's that kind of energy. We also have the Temperance card, and this is really talking about coming into harmony and balance and times of stress and relaxation. And I just feel that that I feel like that the anesthesia itself is kind of, it's harmony, it's lined up, it's balanced, but I feel that it's a human error, so maybe they gave too much anesthesia, or they didn't pay attention and they left the room. I feel like it's more that kind of energy, but for the anesthesia itself, I don't think so. I think we also have this Queen of Pentacles, and this is talking about really being grounded, stable, and secure. And we're talking about medication, right? The anesthesia. So for me, this is really saying that it really hasn't changed, that it's still there to help out pets when they need surgery. It's really coming down to human error is what I'm seeing. And this is just saying, I just feel like the anesthesia knows its worth and value, and it knows that it's grounded. It knows that it's there to help, and that it hasn't changed. It's the humans. I feel it really, it's the humans. Wow, how interesting, Velma. That would be interesting to know if they have actually changed it. But I think that's a human error. I mean, that would be like I would go to a different vet. But this is not medical advice. It's not legal advice. I'm just saying that's kind of the energy that's coming off the cards. Thank you for your question. All right. The next one is from Jessie. All right. So Jessie writes, "Hi, Alison. Love your show." Thank you, Jessie. I appreciate that. And could I please get a general energy check-in? My exciting and illustrious plans have... sorry, excuse me. It makes me laugh. My exciting and illustrious plans seem to have been put on pause without my consent. LOL. What do the cosmos want me to know? All right, Jessie. Let's see what they want you to know. Thank you for your question. All right. What do the cosmos want Jessie to know? We've got the Eight of Cups. We've got the Green Mother, which is the Empress. And we have the Chariot. Oh, my God. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Cups. A lot of green here. We've got the Green Mother, which is the Empress. And then the Chariot. This is the fairy wind. Okay, so... first card out is the Eight of Cups. So this is telling me that something recently has broken your heart, that it's more like a loss, right? You've lost something that's really dear and precious to you. This could be a person, place, thing, idea. Could be an old version of you maybe that you miss. But you've lost something that you really loved and cherished. You see how they're swirling around in this green mist. So they're in this type of pain. It's an emotional pain. They're not even aware that the other person exists. They're wrapped up in their own existence. So that's telling me that something inside you recently, you were hurt by something. And it's something that you genuinely loved, because that's cup energy. So you're looking at your emotions, love, your connection to source. Yeah, it's a very intense energy that's coming through. But then we have the Empress. So we've got something that's a loss, but here you are, you're recovering from it. This is telling me that you have something bigger, better, and more beautiful coming in for yourself. This is your idealized life. This is having a lot of abundance and prosperity coming in, being very open, loving, nurturing to the world. This doesn't matter if you're a male or female. This is the energy of the Empress. It's the third card in the major arcana, and it's there to just usher in this lushness. I just want to show you the green. You have a lot of green. This tells me that you have a lot of openness coming in, a lot of lushness, richness in life, a lot of adventures coming in. So I would say be open and be ready to receive. I don't think you have to work very hard at it. As long as you've got your vibration high, I think you're going to attract a lot of really good, beautiful things to you. People, places, things, ideas. I feel like there's adventure and travel, whether it's a road trip or really like hopping on a plane and going to another country. I just feel like there's something big and expansive coming for you. The third card that's coming up for you is the Chariot. This is victory and success. This is that Cancerian energy, and this is something where only the lucky few are carried away by the Fae. The traditional card is Julius Caesar riding into Rome. The key is you're tapped into your intuition, and that helps give you that guidance when to turn left, turn right, slow down, speed up. You're so tapped into your intuition that that guides you to victory and success. And that's really what's coming in for you. So I think it's coming down to you staying in this beautiful vibration, but I definitely feel like you are overcoming something that has really hurt you, whether you are in the throes of it right now or you're on your way to process it, because it can take time. When things, especially when things hurt our heart, it stings and we have to lick our wounds for a while before we can process it and move past it. But I feel like you're on your way to your idealized life. That's what this card always represents to me. And you're having victory and success. So you might have been stalled out, right? Is that what you said? You were stalled out? Well, I think something bigger and better is coming in for you. With this card right here, that's something bigger and better. And only the lucky few get carried away by the Fae. So that's telling me that it's also about your energy, about your persona, what you have, and your heart itself. Wow, Jesse, congratulations. Thank you for your question. All right, the next one is from Dave. And Dave writes, "Hi, Alison. I want to move my business from California to the free state of Florida. Can you tell me if this is a good move for my company and family? Thank you, Dave." All right, Dave, let's see what the cards have to say. If you don't already know, I am actually living in the free state of Florida, and I'm a Californian. That's funny. All right, let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. I'm a San Diegan. Oh, don't get me started. I'm going to miss my home. All right. I miss my home from 40 years ago, not the way it is now. Don't you guys remember when everybody wanted to be in California, how great it was? And now everyone wants to run from it? All right, here we go. This is for Dave. All right. Is this a good move for you and your family? Your company, excuse me. Is this a good move for your company and your family? Yes. Oh my God. First card out is the Star, then the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. It absolutely is a great move for you. This is you reaching for the stars. This tells me you're going to thrive if you come here to Florida. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So the first card out, this is about hope, faith, healing, renewal. I think this is a commitment to your business here in Florida, and I see that you are reaching for the stars. I think your business is going to expand when it's here. I think that this is a healthy move for you and your family, and if you're bringing your coworkers, it's a good move for them too. We also have this Queen of Pentacles. She is talking about being grounded, stable, secure, really having her best life. She knows her worth and value, and her worth, and she knows the worth and value of the Pentacle. This is you being open, and really, I feel like you have a lot of knowledge that's coming in for what's happening. I think you're very practical and very structured, and this is you bringing your business here. You're literally looking at everything. So I think that it's going to be a success. Like you're looking to see where the business needs to be. If it's online, where's a good place for a warehouse that's not going to get damaged by a hurricane, no flooding. You're looking at all of that. If it is a storefront brick and mortar, I think you're looking at the same issues, what's not going to get hit by a hurricane and all that other stuff, but also where you're going to get the most foot traffic, right? So I think that you're really doing your due diligence as far as that goes. Then we have the Seven of Swords. So this is really saying that, there might be some literal theft. And I'm just going to tell you, being a Californian coming to Florida, this is the scammiest state ever. I have never seen so many scams and so many lazy people. No offense, I met so many great people, but this is a scammy state. This could literally be theft going on behind your back. I just want to get that out there. This really is a scam state. It is bizarre. I mean, people want to say that about California. I've seen nothing like that in California with what you see here. It is a trip. So it's like you can hire someone to come in. Let's say you're going to hire someone to come and lay pavers for a driveway. They might or might not show up. I've seen people where it takes them a year to get that work done. This is a totally different mindset. In California, it'd be done in 2 days. This is a totally different mindset. It is. So get ready. So look at your employees, the people that you hire, and really check them out. That is the nature of this state. Maybe that's post-COVID everywhere now, but that is the nature of Florida. That's before I moved here, right before anyone had even heard of COVID in 2019, because COVID came around about 10 months later after that. But that was still the behavior here. And you hear horror stories of people that want to have a new home built, and they put money down with a so-called reputable builder, and their home 6 years later doesn't even have a cement foundation poured. This is another reality here. I want to tell you that so that you're prepared. So that's what this card is saying. That's why I'm giving you these examples, because there's a lot at stake when things like that happen. This is the weirdest place I've ever seen. That's how business is done. But you will absolutely thrive here. Wow. Thank you for your question, Dave. Appreciate it. I'm sorry. I was talking so much, I forgot your name. All right. So the next one is from Tiffany, and she wrote, oh my God, this is hilarious. Is this real? Okay. What does my dog Spot think of me? Spot? Oh my God, I love it. Oh, it's really cute. That's why I'm just teasing you. Is that real? That's great. It's like Snickers or something. I love it. Okay, so this is for Tiffany. What does my dog Spot think of me? Love your Scorpio video. Thank you. I appreciate it. It took off. Oh my God, did that take off? I couldn't believe the cards that were pulled on that. That was awesome. Anyone that's a Scorpio, you need to see that video. It was awesome. I'm going to check the chat really quick too. Sorry guys, I don't get a chance to look very often. You're welcome, Jesse. Okay. I'm a Californian too, living in Florida. Oh my God, avert thy mortal eyes. Yeah, there's a bunch of us here. We had to escape. Oh my God, you're from India. Hello. They don't regulate. No, they don't. It's crazy here. It really is. All right. And that's just one horror story I've heard. And these are people I know. So I'm telling you, they're like, well, it's okay. I don't really want to make them angry. And it's like, oh my God, I would be suing them, getting my money back. Oh my God. All right. This is for Tiffany. What does her dog Spot think of her? Oh my God, Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what the other cards are. And the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So this is so awesome. Your dog thinks that you are his luck and right timing, or her luck and right timing, whatever sex it is. But your dog feels so lucky to be with you. Like the dog was in the right place at the right time. Right. Everything lined up. So I don't know if the dog is a rescue or if you got it from a breeder, but that dog just feels so chosen and so loved by you and is appreciative of you every single day. That's the first card out. That dog loves you. The Six of Pentacles. This dog is open to receive so much love and attention from you and protection. That's what this is saying. This dog just is bathed in your love every day and does not take it for granted. This dog loves it. Oh, this dog can't get enough. Then the other card that's here is the Knight of Pentacles. I gotta turn my fan on. I'm in Florida, it's hot, can you tell? So we've got this Knight of Pentacles. This is really, your dog just is like slow and steady. Your dog does not want to leave your company, your side, the home. This is the kind of dog where if you open the front door, Maybe it goes out in the yard, maybe one house away, and then comes right back, because that dog does not want to be out of your sight, away from you, doesn't want to be too far from home, and it never wants to get separated from you. I know if you have to go to work or something like that, the dog is okay with that, but always that it knows that you're coming home, but it never wants to be in somebody else's home. You know, it's kind of like if you went on vacation, you would have to ease in the dog sitter or ease in a boarding facility or something so that the dog is not heartbroken, or have a picture of you there for the dog to look at if it's being boarded, you know, or call in and have the phone held to the dog. I'm not kidding. It's like the Velcro dog, what's happening. This dog loves you so much. Oh my God, that's what's coming through. But your dog never takes you for granted. Your dog is so grateful to be with you every single day. Oh my God, that's so beautiful, Tiffany. That's so cool. I wish we could have like photos of everybody's pets when they submit these questions. That would be very cool. All right, so here we go. Thank you for your question. The next one is going to be from, and I'm going to check Venmo and PayPal in just a second. These were submitted in advance. The next one is from Doug, and he says, "Hi, Alison. Is this a good time to invest in a second home? We want a vacation property. Thanks, Doug." Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. And disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Thank you for your question. So let me go ahead and answer. Let me get a quick cup of tea first. Okay. This is for Doug. Is this a good time to invest in a second property, a vacation home? We've got the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. It is, however, there's something else. We've got the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So what this is saying is that you need to get it clear in your head what it is that you want to invest in exactly. This is telling me that you need to clarify your intention before you start manifesting it in. So I think there needs to be some clarity. So flesh out the details, and that'll help put you in the right direction, because when you do that, that's when victory and success after a struggle comes in. You know, make sure it's something you can afford, where it is where you want it to be, that it's not going to be in a flood zone. Or I only say that because there's so much weather drama going on, weather manipulation, whatever you want to call it. But this is about you really doing your due diligence to figure out what it is that you actually want. Is it a cabin in the woods? You know, is it up in, Cape Cod? Is it in San Diego? You know, where is your second home, and what are some risk factors, and what else is actually going on? Because this is telling me this is victory and success after a struggle, after some drama. So what is that drama? We don't know. But this is just telling me that you will definitely be getting that second home, and there's a good opportunity to do it. You just need to clarify your intention, what it is that you actually want. Then we have the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning in love. This tells me that you're going to love the property that you have, that it could also be something that you and your family are doubling down on, and that maybe it strengthens your relationship with your significant other, with your kids if you have them, pets, where it's just like you're creating these beautiful memories that you're able to take that forward with you. So it's a new chapter, a new beginning, a new opportunity for that. This is also a reminder that this is definitely you being a noble person. So you see the jeweled tiara and necklace. So this is a reminder that you are noble. I'm bringing this up because we're talking about a second property, which means you will be, I feel like you're going to pay a little bit extra, just a FYI. I feel like you're going to be paying a little bit extra, maybe something that's over budget for you. But the reason I'm saying that is because I feel like that's what you're meant to do. I feel like you're meant to really invest a little bit extra into this property. So that could even be where you buy something and you rehab it and you make it your own, or you're buying the worst home in the best neighborhood, and then you fix it up. But you're doing something where it's a little over budget for you, but that's going to pay off in the long run. It's an excellent investment. This could be something where you end up spending even more time there, or you know what? Maybe your second home ends up becoming your first home if you're going to retire, and then you sell the other home. It's that kind of energy. So this is about not cutting corners. This is about really doing your due diligence and making a big investment into something. So that's what I am getting from this card, that you really see something, and instead of saying, you know what, maybe that's 50 or 100,000 over budget, I think you just go for it. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm reading the energy of the cards. It's that kind of feeling that you're meant to have something a little bit better. So maybe instead of being in like an average neighborhood, you're going for the higher end neighborhood, or something that is like, instead of having like a 2-bedroom, you're going for a 4-bedroom. It's that kind of energy, something that works out in the long run versus just a vacation. I feel like it's going to be more than just a vacation property for you. That's why I'm saying that. All right, Doug, thank you for your question. All right, so the next one is from Teresa, and then after her question, I'm going to go ahead and check PayPal and Venmo. So this is also a good opportunity to say a final call for any questions. If anyone's watching and you want to submit a question and you don't know what to ask, you can always say something like, what does the universe want to tell me today? That's what you see me say in the videos. Or if you have a specific question, go ahead and put that in. I'm going to go ahead and look. Hi, Brett. All right. And hi, Ava. Nice to see you. All right. So here we go. I am going to go ahead and answer her question. She says, hi, Alison. Will I find love this summer? Thanks, Teresa. You know what? Let me switch to my love deck. I think this is the first love question we've had today. All right. So here we go. Hi, Ava. Nice to see you. All right. I'll answer your question next before I do PayPal and Venmo. All right. So here we go. Will I find love this summer, Teresa? All right. We have the Emperor. We have the Page of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. Wow. The Emperor, the Page of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Yes, you will. This is you taking charge and owning it. This is a beautiful divine masculine type energy. I know you're a woman, so don't be offended. This is just the energy, whether you're male or female. But this is about you being a boss, about you owning it. This is you taking charge of your love life. So this tells me you will absolutely find love this summer. This is you putting yourself out there. This is you going to places. This is you walking around like you're in love, taking yourself on a date. It's that kind of energy, and then you're going to be attracting it to you. But you are absolutely taking charge of your love life, and you're in a really good position. I think that you're grounded, stable, secure, you're practical, your emotions and your intellect and your heart are really in balance with this. So that's really attractive to a lot of people, because there's a lot of unstable people out there. So this is a really good catch for you. You're a good catch, and I think that you're going to attract someone that's good for you. Then we have the Page of Swords, and this is about you being a detective. This Page of Swords likes to ask a lot of questions. He has his analytical skills. He wants the details, and he wants to get all those answers. So I think that this is about you asking questions of yourself, but also of the people that you meet. I think that because you own it and you're in this Emperor energy, I think when you ask a few questions, you can weed people out. If you're sharp and if you know what questions to ask, people reveal themselves really within the first 5 to 15 minutes that you interact with them. And you can see if this person is right for you. You can spend more time than that, especially if you want to sharpen that skill. Maybe it takes a couple of hours or a date or just a cup of coffee, but this will allow you to see if this person's right for you. I feel like in this boss mode, you don't need to settle. You're gonna attract the person that you're looking for, but you're definitely gonna be asking a lot of questions. You're using your analytical skills and you're sharp. Then we also have this 8 of Pentacles. This is really talking about you doing your due diligence, paying attention to all the details, doing that work. Between these two cards, you are sharp and you are doing the work because you really want to find love. And that tells me it's definitely coming to you, but it's about you being in that loving vibration, that energy, but you are definitely taking charge of your love life and you're making stuff happen. So, put yourself out there, meet up groups, go to different gatherings, different events. Maybe it's a friend of a friend of a friend, you never know, but it's about putting yourself out there. And then something will materialize. All right. Thank you for your question, Teresa. I love that. All right, Ava, let me go ahead and read your question. What does the universe want me to know for this week? P.S. Still chicken to reach out to my ex. Thank you. Oh, that's so cute. Well, you know what? You'll know when the time is right. You know, you will know. You'll feel it. All right, so let's go ahead and say, what does the universe want you to know this week? I'm going to continue with my love deck. All right. Here we go. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. Oh, and the 2 of Cups, Ava. Okay, so we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. So this is really saying that you're at a crossroads. This is really saying that you're looking at all the work that you've put into something and you're asking yourself, is it paying off? Is it worth it? And because you're at this crossroads, you're either going to continue on the same path, or this is an excellent opportunity for you to change directions in something. So because it's Pentacles, we're looking at relationships. They could be platonic or romantic. It could be a pet. We're looking at work, career, finances, your health, retirement. We're looking at travel. We're also looking at location and housing. So anything that's going to be in the 3D, you're really taking an assessment in your life right now, you know, and I think that that's okay. It's like you're at this point of evaluation, and you're looking at everything in the 3D. And I think you're doing it very calmly, very coolly, very rationally. And then we have this 10 of Cups. This is happy, joyful family. This is your idealized life. Everybody wants the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and you have the 10 of Cups right now. This is your idealized version of family. Now I want to point this out. These people have chosen to be happy. They haven't chosen to be miserable. They haven't chosen to be depressed. They haven't chosen drama. They've chosen to be happy. And this is what the universe wants to tell you. So as part of the evaluation, you're choosing happiness. And then we have the 2 of Cups, love. Now this could be, again, we're looking at relationships. This could be a friendship, seeing a kindred spirit. So if you're looking for someone that's part of your soul tribe for a friendship, that's available to you, for a platonic relationship. This could also be a romantic relationship. This could be you having a truce with yourself. If you've been having this internal struggle or fight and you have that truce. But at the end of the day, this is about a relationship that's coming in for you. And because we're talking about cups, we're talking about love. We're talking about a spiritual connection also. We're talking about your emotions. So I feel that, you know, we've got these two, I'm going to show you the cards again. We've got these 2 cups energy, but we've got this 7 of Pentacles. You're at a point of evaluation, happy, joyful family, and 2 of Cups. This really tells me that, honestly, if you're looking for a relationship right now, whether it's with your ex or to have a platonic relationship like a friendship, something's coming in for you, and it's something that's really lined up for you, that's really high vibing and positive. Wow, Ava, you'll have to let us know how that goes. How beautiful. That's what the universe wants to tell you today. Keep that high vibe going. I love it. Oh my God. All right. So, okay. So I don't know why this is doing this, but now my chat has locked up. So this is a YouTube thing. It's not my phone because I'm filming off my phone. So there's something to be said for that. So if anybody has posted a super chat, now I can't see it. And no one can text me to let me know because I'm on my phone. So just want to get that out there. So I'm going to go ahead and check PayPal, Venmo, and Super Chat. So Ava, I won't be able to see a response. I don't know why it's doing that. And I know if I do something to refresh it, something's going to get wiped out. So I have to like let it ride. All right. So let me go ahead and check PayPal and Venmo. All right. So it's going to make me log in. So just give me a second. But I'm getting better at the multitask. All right. All right. So let's go back. All right. So this one is from Tamara. Hi, Tamara. Let me go ahead and pull this up. All right. Will we buy a home in New York or just rent and travel in an RV? Okay, Tamara. Thanks for your question. Let's go ahead and ask that. All right. What does the universe want to tell Tamara on that? We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Wands, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So this is really about, we've got the Queen of Wands. Now, she's bold and assertive, and she has no fear. So this tells me that it can be both, that you can do either or do both. And so this is really telling me that this is about you stepping into your power. And this is having no fear with the cat. So this is about you following your passion, whatever that might be. I actually think it's going to be both. I think that you get a house and then you also travel around. Or maybe you travel first and then you get your house. But I feel like both is coming in. I don't feel a limit on you. That's why I'm saying that. This is saying that it's wide open. It's whatever you want, whatever you desire, you're going to make happen. She's all about self-actualization. So if you want both, that's going to happen. If you want just to do the RV and then come back into the house, that's how it's going to happen. I just feel like you can do both. I feel like there's not a limit on you. Then I feel like with this Five of Cold, this is the card of lack. So I feel like there might be something where you kind of feel left out in the cold on something. So I feel like there might be a frustration that comes up as you're planning this move to New York, or as you're planning this RV trip. I feel like you're going to feel that you're lacking something, whether it's going to be finances or travel time, or I just feel like you might have this feeling. But the thing is that everything is wide open for you. So even if that feeling comes up, I don't necessarily feel like that is the reality. So that tells me when the card of lack comes up, it's to focus on the positive, to focus on your strengths. And that's the way to turn that table. That way you don't feel like left out in the cold or that there's something missing. Because the other card that's here for you is the Four of Wands. This is the 1111 card. So that tells me everything is wide open for you right now. And this is like a portal. It's a gateway, a time for celebration. This is the card of freedom. So I feel like a lot of freedom is coming your way. This is you celebrating milestones. I think it's going to be you celebrating the move no matter what. I think it's going to be you celebrating the house, celebrating a trip. I feel that you're going to be doing both. I just feel like there's no limit because what's coming in through this card. I feel like everything is just wide open for you. I feel like you could even have like a third option come in. What that option is, I don't know, but I feel like you're limitless on what it is that you can actually do. So, maybe there's an opportunity for you to travel and do something. Maybe there's an opportunity to go stay with relatives or friends somewhere else for like a month, and then you go travel, or then you move to New York. It's one of those things where I feel like a lot of doors are opening for you. So I would just remain open to receive, because I feel like a lot of really awesome things are coming in for you. But I feel for some reason that there's like a pullback. Like maybe you're pinching yourself saying, I can't believe this is happening, or maybe it's not happening in the way you imagined it to come in, yet it is, and then you're thrown off a little bit because these are really positive cards. So I know it's not an exact answer of what you said, because what's coming through in the energy is that I don't think it's an either or. I feel like it's a more open and organic than that. I'm going to actually pull one more card for you. All right. So if there's chat going, I can't participate because I don't know why I can't. It locked up on me. All right. So I'm actually going to use my other deck for this. So will you buy a home in New York or just rent and travel in an RV? The reason I'm using this deck is because this is a little more esoteric. So let me just get into this. Yeah. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Swords. So let me show you the cards with this deck. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Swords. So what this is really telling me is that, this is you just doing your due diligence. I think that this is really what it's going to come down to, is that it's about you figuring out what it is that you want to do. You're crunching the numbers, you're doing the math, you're seeing what really resonates with you. Do you see yourself traveling in an RV right now, or is that going to be exhausting? Is that too much, right? Do you want to be in one place? Maybe you do day trips from the house, or you do weekend getaways, as opposed to traveling around in an RV. This is about you doing your due diligence on that. We also have the Hangman. This is about you taking a time out, going to this time of suspension, and really thinking about what it is that you want. This tells me that you really need to go within to ask those answers, to look at things differently, to see if these things are really what it is that you want to do. And that's where you're going to gain your answers, because he is blocking your life path and wants you to get those answers before you move further on that decision. So really ask yourself some serious questions, and ask, your family those serious questions if they're going with you, and see what everybody's answers are, to see if you're on the same page and to see if it really resonates. Do you want to drive around in an RV for a while, or do you want to be more static and in one location and be able to have that? So sorry, I just saw something on the corner of my eye. Sometimes that happens. All right, so that's what I would say. I think there's a little more to it than that. All right. Thank you for your question. I appreciate it. All right, let me go back. And there was another one. This is from Shannon. And let me pull this up. So Shannon writes, I have been following your advice this year and nurturing myself, feeding energy into my faith and work. Would you please pull a few cards and let me know if you see love coming? Yes. Okay. All right. And thank you, Shannon, for your question. Good. I'm glad everything is going well for you. I'm going to go back to my love deck. All right. All right. All right. So what does the universe want to tell you? Is love coming? Okay. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the World card and the Ace of Cups. Oh my God, how beautiful, Shannon. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles, the World card, and we've got the Ace of Cups. So you're asking about love. Yeah, I think it was about you. I can't remember everything. And I think it was when you were asking about something from a divorce, money, and then new love. And I think the universe wanted you to focus on yourself, if I remember correctly. I'm bad. When I channel, I don't take it personally. Many people that channel can't remember exact questions. I can't even do it from my friends. So just a reminder, this is the first card that came out. This is the Tree of Life. This is the card everybody wants. They want the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This is everything in the 3D. This is your idealized life. This is family, friends, pets. This is work, career, money, finances, right? This is your health. This is keeping your eye on the prize of what it is that you actually want. Then you also have the World card. This is you stepping through this portal in this stage in your life. This is the culmination of your life right now. This is a transitionary card before you begin a new chapter. This is the 21 card in this deck, right, in the tarot. So you start with the 0 card, which is the Fool, and you go all the way to the World card. It's a culmination before you circle back to the Fool and start the next chapter of your life. This is you taking your knowledge and your wisdom and life experiences that you have up until this point in life, and you're going to take that knowledge with you to circle back to your next chapter. This is telling me that a lot of good things are coming in for you. You're walking through this next chapter. And then you have a new beginning in love. We have the Ace of Cups. All aces are gifts and blessings from the universe, and they're new beginnings in love. And this is telling me that you have a new opportunity in love. Now, this could be a friendship. This could be a love relationship. It could be romantic, platonic, right? It could be a pet. It could be your connection to source. And maybe it's all of the above. I don't believe in limiting, but it's like I'm giving you examples. Maybe you are more open to the divine right now, to the spirituality after something that you went through. Maybe you're strengthening your connection to source. But whatever it is, you definitely have an opportunity coming in, a new beginning. If it's a relationship in love, yes, you have a new beginning. Always use your discernment, keep your eyes open, and make sure that you love yourself first, and then let everything open up for you. That way, when you love yourself, you can love somebody else too. And that way you have a beautiful, loving relationship. Oh my God, how awesome. There you go, Shannon. That's beautiful energy coming in for you. Thank you. All right. Now let me go back. I need to refresh really quick. Okay, and let's do this. All right, so the next one is from Sophie, and she writes, "Will I find love this year?" Thanks, Sophie. See, it's all about love, guys. All about love. Absolutely. So let's find out. Will Sophie find love this year? And thank you for your question. All right. Yes, Six of Cups, first card out, Seven of Swords, and the Devil. You're definitely going to find love. Six of Cups, but we have the Seven of Swords and the Devil. So, Sophie, what this tells me is that it's about being in a beautiful, loving vibration. Again, you'll always hear me say this, going back to a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. This is the card of childhood and nostalgia. So it's that beautiful, loving energy that hasn't been tainted yet, your heart. So if you have any bitterness or cynicism, this is an excellent opportunity to knock the crust off your heart and exercise it. It's a muscle. And strengthen that heart and strengthen that love, strengthen your vibration. And that will definitely attract love to you. This is the Seven of Swords. This is about you being very strategic. So that tells me maybe there isn't a big dating pool where you're at, or maybe you're really picky, which is not a bad thing, but maybe it's that, you have to be very strategic about the type of person that you're meeting or where you're meeting them. Maybe it has to be a meetup group. Again, if people live in a small town and the dating pool is small and you've kind of exhausted it, you have to go to another town, you have to go to a bigger city, or if you're locked in a routine, if you're in a big city, maybe you just go to the same old places. You have to mix it up. It's about you being strategic and looking at different avenues, right? Then we have the Devil here. This is that Capricorn energy. This Devil energy is telling me to stay away from toxic people, toxic energy. So will you find love? Yes, but this is about not falling into these old habits. So maybe you're choosing someone that they start off nice, but then there's some toxic behavior that doesn't work out for you, or they show it in advance and you ignore the red flags. It's that kind of energy, but it's to avoid toxicity. So that tells me you really need to look at yourself. You need to look at some patterns that you've had in previous relationships and be honest with yourself. You don't have to, beat yourself up over anything. It's not to gaslight yourself, but it's to gain that knowledge and that wisdom to help break a pattern if you keep dating really toxic people, because nobody wants to continue to get hurt, right? So look at the signs. Go back and look at each relationship and see what some red flags are, what some signs are, and also ask yourself, what are you looking for right here, right now at this moment in time? Because your desires might have also changed. What are your must-haves? What are your deal breakers? And, what is it that you can't tolerate, right? And really write it down on paper and look at that and make sure that it's right and kind of like hold yourself accountable and don't settle. Like maybe someone presents themselves and you're like, well, they're really good looking and they're this or that, but they've got a crack pipe in their back pocket. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, there's some red flags that are going to present. So take a look at that and don't settle, because if you're ignoring the red flag, again, you're going to repeat that pattern and you're going to go through that pain and that hurt. So this is about you breaking away from that, having enough self-love in your life so that you love yourself enough to not let that happen again, because that's what it's coming down to. It's that self-love and that confidence, and that's what's going to break that cycle. It's tough. It's not easy, but it can be done. That's something that I teach in my manifestation class. I mean, I'm not trying to plug the class, but I mean, I know it. And that's something that when you break that cycle and you make that switch, you then start to work on your different neural pathways. You are literally remapping your mind to have a different pattern. You can break that cycle. Okay, so that just tells me that you need to be more strategic and look at the red flags that come up. But you can absolutely find love this summer, but get it straight so that way you don't slip back into that. Thank you, Sophie, for your question. Okay, the next one is from Pam. So any super chats that come in, please don't submit super chats. I won't be able to see them, and I can't go back. It's locked up. I can't even scroll to see people's comments. I can't even go back or forth. It's just locked. So if you have something you want to submit, this is final call. You can go ahead and do it through PayPal and Venmo. All right. So this one is from Pam, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Is this a good time for me to invest in gold and precious metals? Thanks, Pam from Michigan." All right, Pam from Michigan. Let's see. So everybody, this is going to be for Pam investing, not everybody else. Because sometimes if they say in general, I can pull for the group, but if this is a good time for her, it might not be a good time for you. Maybe your money needs to go somewhere else and not investing in precious metals. Maybe you have to buy a new car. Maybe there's something else for you. This is for Pam. So this is a disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Okay, is this a good time for Pam to invest in gold and precious metals? The Justice card, the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Wands. It absolutely is. Justice card, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So Pam, this is saying that you are in the beautiful position to invest heavy. This is you investing heavy. It's definitely it's gonna pay out for you big time. This is you standing in your moment of truth and justice, knowing right from wrong. You know this is a good investment. I know you're asking for confirmation. That's why you ask. That's why everyone asks the questions. You want to get information. This is a big time yes. This is you really balancing the scales. And if you've lost money before in a bad investment or your 401k or anything else, this is telling me that the scales it's going to be bringing it back to balance, right? Because sometimes people go up with money, they go down, they go up, they go down. This is bringing you back to balance. But it's a heavy card. I feel the weight on this. This tells me you're going to be investing a lot of money and the payout's going to be great. We also have the Nine of Cups. This is about you being very, very happy and satisfied with this decision and this investment. This tells me that you're on your way to that happy, joyful family and having that idealized life. Because that's the card everybody wants, is that Ten of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles, and you are on your way. Then we have the Six of Wands. This is victory and success after a struggle. This is literally you having victory and success financially. This is an excellent time for you to do it. I have not looked at the market, but I understand that it's a little high right now in the sense of it's probably just going to keep going up. That's what it does. So I just feel like this is going to bring you a lot of victory and success. This is also one of those opportunities where it's a store of value. It holds its value. Oh my God. I'm going to have to go look at it now. Thank you. Oh, I love it. I'm a firm believer in precious metals myself. So yeah, I definitely agree. It's just not easy to cart it around, right? I feel like this is going to be a big purchase for you. So, I mean, I'm talking like, to me, with the weight of these cards, what it felt like is you're dropping $500,000 to $1 million in precious metals. So that's a joke in the sense of you're not going to be carrying that around. That's going to be sitting in a vault somewhere, but that's the level I feel you're investing in. So good for you, Pam. Okay, so again, final call. So I'm going to go and check PayPal and Venmo again. Okay. Makes me log in. All right, so here we go. So we have this question. And before I get to it, I'm just going to take a moment to say, if you are enjoying this show tonight And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you after the video posts. It would really help out so that other people can see it and they can watch the show. And if you're enjoying the show tonight and you'd like to book a personal reading with me, if you want to go further into something, you can always go to my website at ancientoakpsychicarts.com. The link is in the description below. And there you can go ahead and sign up for the free newsletter, book a personal reading, a missing person consultation. In case you don't know that, I do that. I use my psychic abilities to get into that, and I will draw you a diagram of wherever I think the missing person is, or a map, or whatever happens to come through when I'm channeling. And that is something that I also do. I also have a learning center that's on my site. That's where the 16-week manifestation course is going to be. That's coming June 1st of this year, 2025. You can also find the 4-week online tarot masterclass coming this summer of 2025. I also do private lessons, one-on-one lessons for tarot, one-on-one raise your vibration and manifestation. And don't forget to check out the Alison's picks with Skin Like Butter and Rogers Hood Apothecary. I have to say that because I'm doing the parasite cleanse right now. It's phenomenal. I mean, I can't believe how that works. So everybody is different. Everybody has different things, but check it out. If you've never done it, you might want to invest. As my girlfriend once said, if you have a body, you have parasites. It's something you need to see. Go watch my video, my interview with Kim Rogers, the founder. I was going to say Dr. Hannah Roberts, but with Kim Rogers from Rogers Hood. She founded it, and you look at her life experience from this and everything that she has gone through. It's phenomenal. All right. Here we go. This is from Stan, and Stan writes, "Hi, Alison. I got to say, people think it's mostly women asking questions. Half the people that are my clients and that ask questions are men. So it's not just women. Men are into it too. So I want to say," or he says, "Hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Stan. P.S. I love your show on Capricorn. No, what? I love your show and the Capricorn reading." Okay, sorry. I can't read. All right. There we go. Thank you very much. All right. Flattery will get you everywhere. All right. What does the universe want to tell Stan today? Oh my God, how beautiful. Strength card, the Judgment card, Jesus, and the Tower. Oh my God, Stan. So 3 major arcana, the Strength card, the Judgment card, and the Tower. So I have to say, a lot is coming in for you, Stan. The energy is flying off these cards. This is your strength and courage. I feel like you're taming some inner beast inside you. I feel like this is your drive. This is you really taming something that I feel like you're goal-oriented, that there's something that you're targeting, something that you really want to do, and you're overcoming any desire, any frustration, any second-guessing yourself, anything that might sabotage something coming in for you. You are using your strength and courage to definitely overcome it. And you can really take on, I think you're finding out just how resilient you actually are. I think that you can take on just about anything that's coming your way. And I feel like you're doing this on a daily basis. We also have the Judgment card. Again, a heavy card. When this card shows up, it's you being called out of your old life in the coffin into a new life. It's like a new beginning, but this card is the 20 in the major arcana. So this is right before the World card, where it's that transition before you go back and you start a new cycle. This card is asking you to ask yourself the big questions. You have a compassionate review of your life. It's not gaslighting yourself. It's not beating yourself up over anything. You're looking at your life, what you've done up to right here, right now, and you're gaining these life lessons. You're taking that knowledge and that wisdom that you get from those life lessons, and you're taking it into the next chapter of your life. This is asking you to go into this period of evaluation right now. So you're asking yourself the big questions. Who am I right here, right now? Am I happy? How are my finances? How's my health? How's my relationship to my friends and my family? Have I found my tribe? Do these people still resonate with me? You're asking questions also like, what's your favorite color? What's your strength of character? What's your weakness of character? Because you always want to know both. You're learning knowledge about yourself, right? So you're diving in, and you ask yourself what it is that you're what you're striving for. Are you happy? That's the end of the day. Are you happy where you're at? And if not, what can you do to get there? You just don't leave it hanging. What can you do to get there? But you're asking yourself all the big questions, and then you fill in the blanks. Those are just examples. You have other questions that you want, right? So, like, what's your relationship with your kids, right? Do you want to homeschool your kids? Do you want to keep them in the public school system? Whatever it is that you want, that you're asking. You're asking yourself the big questions, but really it's more of a focus that's on you and your relationship to everything in your environment. So you take that knowledge and that wisdom with you. The other thing that's coming in for you is the Tower. This is a big release that's coming for you. I'm not going to kid you. This is a big Tower moment. I can feel it. I can feel the energy. Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's medium, sometimes it's large. This is a large Tower moment coming for you. This is when the universe steps in and releases what no longer serves you. It's different than the Death card. The Death is change and transformation. The Death card is when you are releasing. This is the universe that's stepping in to help you. These people are being brought back down to their foundation, back down to reality. That's what's coming in for you. Not that you're not in touch with reality, but let's say, this is just an example, right? I'm not saying this is going to happen to you, but let's say this is an example. Let's say you have a job that you get up and you go to every day and you really don't like it, but it pays the bills and you just keep doing it. But you really want to do something else, but you know what? You're not interested. You're not motivated to go out and look for a job. So one day you wake up, the building burned down, you were laid off, whatever it is. Now you don't have a job. Now the fire is put under you. Now it's on. So the universe has stepped in and released you from a job that no longer serves you. And now everything is open. Now it might not feel good at that time because you've got bills to pay and it's a little unsettling. Will I find a job? But now you're putting yourself out there. Now you are taking that time to fill that space, because when you release something that no longer serves you, you are creating space for yourself, right? It's like a clean slate, but you want to replace it with something positive. When you're releasing something negative or something that's not serving you, you don't bring something negative in. That's not doing you any good. You want to bring something positive in, love in. Buy yourself some flowers. Oh, I'm so glad that job is gone. It served me well. It helped me pay the bills. Thank you. And now I'm going to get something bigger, better, and more beautiful. Something that is really in alignment with me, with who I am right here, right now. You have to have a different attitude towards it, and because that's what's coming in for you. And this is huge. You have the Judgment card and the Tower, but your inner strength and courage is going to get you through everything. I feel like you're tenacious. So, wow, there you go. Oh, okay, and you're a Capricorn. I just looked over and saw that. So that is your will and determination. That Capricorn is tenacious. That's my ascendant. I know it well. I'm an entrepreneur. That Capricorn serves me very well. And that's what's coming in for you. Wow, Stan, very powerful. Thank you for that. All right, again, you'll have to let us know what happens with that. All right, the next one is from Bonnie, and she writes, what does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Bonnie. Okay, and same thing. How funny. Loved your Capricorn video. You nailed it. Well, thank you. Thank you. All right. I think someone mentioned Scorpio. I don't remember. Okay. That Scorpio one is taken off. I can't remember where it's at. All right, here we go. All right. Oops. Hold on. All right. I went through the wrong thing. All right, this is for Bonnie. What does the universe want to tell Bonnie today? We've got the Hanged Man, the Chariot, and the Ten of Wands. Powerful cards, Bonnie. We've got the Hanged Man, the Chariot, and the Ten of Wands. So the universe wants to tell you to take a time out. For you to choose to take a time out, take a break, and go into this time of suspension for enlightenment. This will allow you to go into a time of deepening. I feel that there's some issues that need to be resolved with you. And this will allow you to have that time to really look at these things that I feel like they're plaguing you. I feel like you have a lot of worry that's going on right now. And by you taking a time out, you'll really be able to get the answers that you're looking for. I think you just need to go within. And just spend that time there, whether it's alone time, staycation at home, whether it's taking walks, salt baths, working out, whatever it is, you need that alone time to really get that insight that's coming in. And then we have the Chariot, victory and success. So this tells me that once you get those answers, it's like everything is blown wide open. This is you trusting your intuition. This is you tapped in. This is you knowing when to go left, right, back up, go forward, but not really back up. The Chariot really isn't back up, but it's knowing that energy. So let's just say to take a pause. But I just feel that this is your intuition that's guiding you, that's going to bring you success and glory. I feel like something big is coming in for you. The word glory came out, so that just tells me that there's something big that you're working on. Then we have the 10 of Wands. This is about taking on too many burdens, about looking at your energy and where you spend your energy. This is the example is the 10 of Wands. So maybe you dial it back to only doing 6 or 7. Maybe you delegate a couple of wands to somebody else. Maybe it's a routine that you were locked in that you don't even need to do anymore, but you've just been doing it because you're on autopilot. It's really looking at where you spend your energy and delegating and dialing it back, because to me, when you get to this 10 of Wands, you're so stressed out and you're so pushed to the limit that the next stage is your body actually gives you a cold or the flu. So that way you're sick and now you're in bed and now you're forced to delegate. You're forced to take those burdens and give them to other people so that it lightens your load. You don't want to get sick. So this is about you looking at what it is that you can do to release some of these burdens, because you've chosen to take all of this on. Look at where your energy is spent, your time, effort, energy, and maybe even financial energy, where that's going. Because at the end of the day, this tells me that you have a lot going on, that you have a lot of answers you're looking for, but you're going to be very victorious and successful. But pay attention to where your energy is being spent. And I think that will serve you well, because that'll allow you to really go the distance, right? Because when you get burned out, then you stop, you need that recovery, and then you start again. If you can dial that back a little bit, it's then not slow and steady, but it's going to be more like a steady energy is going to win for you, right? Because this is a big victory coming in for you. I heard the word glory. That tells me that something big is coming in for you. I think you already know what it is. I think you're tapped in. There's some other distractions that need to go away, and that's why the Hanged Man is here for you, is to work through that. Wow. Thank you, Bonnie, for your question. All right. We have a couple more left. So no more questions at this point. I have 2 more that are here, and then I'm going to do the soul tribe reading. All right. So the next one is from Jojo. All right, Jojo. So this says, hi, Alison. Will the trip be a positive one with my brother and sister coming to see me? Thank you. And God bless, Jojo. All right, Jojo, let's take a look at that for you. All right. Will this trip be positive? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Star card. And we've got the 2 of Pentacles. Yes, it will. We've got the Page of Cups, the Star, and the 2 of Pentacles. So this is going to tell me that he's bringing a cup of love. So this tells me that everyone is going to be putting their best foot forward. This tells me that everybody is there to have a good time. This is everyone coming for love. They're coming for relationships. It's going to be emotional. I feel that even if someone doesn't show their emotions, they're going to feel it inside. I feel that this is everybody just having this beautiful opportunity to get together. The Star card is telling me that this trip is going to bring a lot of hope, faith, healing, and renewal into this relationship with everybody, this family dynamic. This is something that I think people really need to feel and need to be part of. I think it's going to strengthen the relationship. I feel that something really positive is coming in from that. This tells me that, we've got the bird here, that you might even have a bird's eye view of everything that's coming in. Maybe you're going to be able to look at it differently and look at the dynamic differently about what's about to happen. But I definitely feel like it's going to be a very positive experience for you. I think it's going to be healing for a lot of people involved, if that makes sense. Maybe there's some unresolved issues. Maybe a few things need to be discussed. Maybe it's just sharing stories, and that's a healing, type of connection that you have, right? maybe if someone's lonely and then everybody shares their stories, it brings this type of healing that comes in, whatever that level might be. These are just examples, but it's that kind of energy. I think that this is a beautiful vibration for everybody. We also have the Two of Pentacles. This is about you balancing, like work and family, work and home. This is like work and life in general. But this is about you really balancing your responsibilities in this, staying grounded, stable, secure. So let's say somebody comes in and maybe they know how to push somebody else's buttons. This is about not falling for something like that. This is also just really enjoying the time together, but it's about staying very grounded, stable, and secure, and enjoying it. This is a juggler. He's enjoying what he's doing, right? So I would say it's going to be a big positive. Wow. Awesome, Jojo. Good for you and Nicholas, the cat. I love Nicholas. All right. So there's that. Thank you, Jojo. And then this is the last question, and then I'm going to roll into the Soul Tribe reading. So this is from Athena, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Love your show." Thank you, Athena. And okay, I want to open my own massage therapist business. Will my new business be successful? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm using the love deck because it's really, really thriving right now. So, and I think this is something that you love, so it's kind of appropriate. So let's take a look. All right. Will your new business be successful? Oh my God, the wheel turns in your favor. Luck and right timing. Absolutely. Oh my God, Athena. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Swords, and the Devil. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords, and the Devil. So luck and right timing. It's absolutely going to thrive. This is an excellent time for you to open it up. But your question is, will your new business be successful? Absolutely. It's luck and right timing. So this is about you opening it in the right place at the right time. Everything is lined up for you. This is telling me too that maybe you need to take a time out to rest, recover, and this will allow you to then be able to go balls out. Yes, I said it, to go balls out once you open, because I think you're going to be incredibly busy. And that can be a very intense field to be in. So this is just telling me that this is about you having that recovery. That I think that there's something about you needing that to recover before you open this business. So maybe there's been a lot of stress, there's been a lot of headaches, there's a lot of frustration, red tape, whatever it is. When you open, I think you're going to be slammed. I feel like you already have people that are coming to you now, like you already have clients. So I think that when they transfer over and transition over, and in addition to getting new clients, I think you're going to be incredibly busy. We do have the Devil here. This is telling me that this is your internal drive. That's Capricorn energy. That I feel that you're very driven to do this, and that it's going to be successful. I do feel that you just need to be on the lookout for anything toxic, anything that might throw a wrench in, and just to be able to push right through it, because the wheel turns in your favor. It's right here, but the Devil has to show up. But this is also that internal drive. It's not always a negative, okay? This is your internal drive. This is what's getting you going, but you just have to make sure that you're not, bound to it. And this could be, maybe you're a workaholic. So maybe it's you not even taking a day off in the very beginning, but you need to have that rest and recovery. So this could be really looking at that, maybe you want to go all out. Maybe you want to say yes to everybody, but you need to dial it back to take care of yourself too. Whatever that might be, this just tells me that the Devil might throw a wrench in there, whatever that might be, but to just roll through it, because just know you've got the Wheel of Fortune on your side. Oh my God, good for you. Are you in Florida? I'm just kidding. But thank you for your question, Athena. All right. So as you know, if you're just tuning in, I do not have access to the chat. So I'm sorry if I'm not participating in there tonight. I just can't see it. It's something with YouTube. It's not my phone. I've checked into it. All right. So Now I'm going to go ahead and do the soul tribe reading. This is going to be for everybody watching, everybody in the replay, whether you find this tomorrow, a year from now, this reading is meant for you. So this is going to be for everyone here. All right. So what does the universe want to tell our soul tribe? What does the universe want to tell our soul tribe? We have the Page of Swords. The Devil keeps showing up. That's interesting. Okay. And the Six of Swords. All right. So we've got the Page of Swords, the Devil, and we've got the Six of Swords. So what this is saying is that ask a lot of questions. This tells me it's time for you to be a detective about something in your life. Ask a lot of questions. Get that information. Start using your analytical skills about something. So this could be a relationship. This could be work related. This could be your finances, your health. This could be travel, vacation, location. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to have a new house, an apartment, something like that. This is you asking a lot of questions, doing your due diligence on it. We also have the Devil here. This is about you removing any type of toxicity. Like I said, it's got different vibrations, and now it's saying to remove toxicity from your life. So that could be a person, place, thing, an idea. This could be a low vibration. If you're having a hard time raising your vibration, maybe you have a heartache, a loss going on in your family, this is about you removing any type of toxicity, like especially if you're hurting yourself or doing anything like that. It's about removing that kind of energy, any type of blockage, and just working through that you would benefit tremendously from that. And of course, any type of addiction. So whether you're addiction to like negative self-talk or thinking, people, places, things, drugs, alcohol, of course, that's the kind of thing that you want to get rid of if it's a negative for you. Then we have the Six of Swords. This is talking about leaving troubled waters and going on to calmer shores. This is when there's light at the end of the tunnel. So isn't that appropriate when we're talking about leaving negativity and toxicity? There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's to move away from that into something more positive. You have your back to anything that's like drama, negative for you, anything that's not calming for you. You're literally have your back to it and you're going. You might even have someone helping you do that. Maybe it's a mentor, a friend, family member that's helping you transition into this new area. So isn't that interesting? So you know what? I just feel like this is, and this could literally be you traveling or moving. I always want to say that too. But this is you going on to calmer shores. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Wow, that is interesting. Okay, well, that is what the universe has for everybody today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. Again, especially after the video ends, if you could do that. And just a reminder, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. And you can visit my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. The link is in the description below. There you can sign up for the free newsletter that'll let you know about the upcoming classes and my travel itinerary. And you can also book a personal reading with me if you'd like to go further into something. Sign up for the missing person consultation. The Learning Center is where you're going to find the courses that are coming out and the private lessons. And then also, I have Alison's picks, the affiliate links. You can go check that out. And don't forget, I go live, not live, I always say that, but I post on YouTube and Rumble for Zodiac readings, love readings, money and career, which I haven't done those very often. Everyone wants the Zodiac reading, so that's why I've been focused on that. And I go live twice a week right now. I do Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tarot Tuesday, which is where you are right now. And then I go live on Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. So it's a kind of a mix. One's in the evening, one's in the day. So check that out. And what else to tell you? I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I've got to say for tonight. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Thank you, Ken, and everybody else. I'm sorry I can't read the chat.